Imagine this. It's 1944, the height of World War II. A young Japanese intelligence officer named Hiroo Onoda is sent to a remote island in the Philippines called Lubang. His mission is top secret, and his orders are chillingly clear. Never surrender, never die by your own hand, and continue your mission no matter what happens. He is to hold the island until the Imperial Army returns, to disrupt the enemy, and to gather intelligence. These weren't just orders, they were his entire reality. Little did he know, this mission would consume the next 3 decades of his life, turning him into a living ghost, a soldier fighting a war that had long since ended. This is the unbelievable true story of the man who refused to surrender. Just months after Onoda's arrival in early 1945, the war on Lubang takes a dramatic turn. American forces invade the island, and the Japanese defenses, outnumbered and outgunned, quickly crumble. It's chaos. Amid the explosions and gunfire, Onoda and 3 other soldiers manage to escape the carnage. They slip away from the battlefield, melting into the dense, unforgiving jungle. For them, this isn't a retreat, it's a strategic withdrawal. They are convinced that this is just a temporary setback. Reinforcements will surely arrive. The might of the Japanese Empire will push the Americans back, and they will rejoin the fight. They just need to hold on, to survive, and to wait. So they established a base deep in the mountains, ready to continue their guerrilla war. By August 1945, the unthinkable happens. Atomic bombs fall on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan officially surrenders and World War II is over. The entire world celebrates peace. But on the isolated island of Lubang, Onoda and his men know nothing of this. Soon, American planes fly overhead, not dropping bombs, but leaflets. These papers, written in Japanese, declare that the war is over and that all soldiers should come out of hiding and surrender. Onoda reads them, but his training immediately kicks in. This has to be a trick. It's clever enemy propaganda, designed to lure them out into a trap. He and his men analyze the leaflets, finding what they believe are grammatical errors and inconsistencies. It only strengthens their resolve. They burn the leaflets and vow to continue their fight, to uphold their sacred duty to the emperor. For them, the war was far from over. It had just entered a new, more deceptive phase. The days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The jungle becomes their world. Onoda and his small group live like phantoms, surviving on whatever they can find. They learn to forage for bananas, coconuts, and edible plants. They become expert hunters, trapping wild animals and even stealing cattle from local farmers for food. Life is a constant struggle for survival. Onoda meticulously cares for his equipment. He patches his tattered uniform with plant fibers. Keeping it as serviceable as possible, he maintains his rifle, cleaning and oiling it with animal fat, ensuring it's always ready for a fight that exists only in his mind. The isolation is crushing. They are in a state of constant paranoia, seeing enemies everywhere, hearing threats in every rustle of the leaves. Every shadow could be an American patrol. Every distant sound could be an approaching search party. They are completely cut off from the world, trapped not just by the jungle, but by their own unwavering belief. As the years grind on, the small band of 4 begins to dwindle. The psychological toll is immense. One of the men, Yuichi Akatsu, can't take it anymore. After years of hardship, he slips away from the group in 1949 and surrenders to the local police. For Onoda, this is an act of desertion, a betrayal. A few years later, in 1954, another soldier, Shoichi Shimada, is killed in a shootout with a local search party that they mistook for an enemy patrol. Now only 2 remain, Onoda and Corporal Kinshichi Kozuka. For another 20 years, the 2 of them continue their lonely war. They conduct raids, burn rice fields, and clash with villagers, all in the name of a long-finished conflict. They are ghosts haunting the island. Then, in 1972, tragedy strikes again. During a raid on a farmer's crops, Kozuka is shot and killed by police. After 27 years in the jungle, Hiroo Onoda is now completely, utterly alone. But even this does not break his will. His orders were absolute. He would continue the mission. For decades, Onoda proves to be a master of survival. He becomes one with the jungle. He builds ingenious shelters from bamboo and leaves, designed to withstand the brutal tropical storms that lash the island. He develops a sixth sense for danger. He learns how to make fire even in the pouring rain, a critical skill for cooking and staying warm. He navigates the dense, trackless wilderness using only the stars and his deep understanding of the terrain. He keeps meticulous mental maps of local patrol routes, always staying one step ahead of the search parties sent to find him. He avoids villagers at all costs, moving like a whisper in the night. The islanders know him as a terrifying legend, a phantom of the mountains. He is a relic of a forgotten war, a man living in a time capsule, surviving against impossible odds, driven by a single, unyielding command. By 1974, the story of the lone Japanese soldier, still hiding in the Philippines, had become a modern legend in Japan. It captures the imagination of a young, free-spirited explorer named Norio Suzuki. Suzuki quits his studies and sets off on an adventure with a bizarre checklist. He wants to find Lieutenant Onoda, a panda, and the abominable snowman, in that order. Incredibly, against all odds, he succeeds in the first part of his quest. Suzuki travels to Lubang, sets up camp, and begins shouting Onoda's name into the jungle. After days of searching, he finds him. Onoda, wary and armed, confronts Suzuki. But Suzuki is not a soldier, he is a friendly Japanese traveler. He sits with Onoda, shares a cigarette, and listens to his story. For the first time in decades, Onoda has a real conversation with someone from the outside world. Suzuki tells him the war is over, Japan has changed, and it's time to come home. He even shows him newspapers and photos. Onoda is shaken, but his loyalty is unshakable. He tells Suzuki, "I will not surrender or be captured. I will only stand down if I receive official orders from my superior officer." Suzuki returns to Japan with this incredible news and a photograph as proof. Onoda is alive. The Japanese government, stunned, launches an effort to find Onoda's former commanding officer, Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, who was now a civilian working in a bookstore. They find him and persuade him to fly to Lubang to formally relieve Onoda of his duties. In March 1974, Suzuki brings Major Taniguchi back to the island. They go to the pre-arranged meeting spot. Onoda, in his worn-out, patched-up uniform, snaps to attention and gives a perfect military salute to the commander he hadn't seen in 30 years. Major Taniguchi, in a surreal moment, formally reads the original orders from 1944. Then he issues a new command. "The war has ended. You are hereby relieved of all military duties." Hearing those words from his commander, the spell is finally broken. The weight of 3 decades lifts from his shoulders. Hiroo Onoda finally, officially, accepts that the war is over. A few days later, Hiroo Onoda, now 52 years old, walks out of the jungle. He is gaunt but stands tall, wearing his tattered uniform and carrying the Aresaka rifle that had been his constant companion for 29 years. He formally surrenders his rifle and his family's ceremonial sword to the Philippine president. The world he steps into is utterly alien. He sees modern cars, television cameras, airplanes, and people in strange, colorful clothing for the first time. It's a reality he couldn't have imagined in his wildest dreams. When he returns to Japan, he is greeted as a hero, a national sensation. He is seen as a symbol of unwavering loyalty, extreme duty, and the ultimate survivor. His story isn't just about a soldier who didn't know the war was over. It's a powerful, almost unbelievable testament to the human capacity for endurance and the profound power of belief. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing tales from history.